our pleasure to welcome you to your friendly drive-in theatre. For the information of those who are attending the drive-in for the first time, the following hints will make you feel at home and add to your enjoyment. Firstly, if you've not already done so, remove the speaker from the stand and place it in your car. Secondly, adjust the volume control to suit your requirements. Right for loud, left for soft. We must issue this warning. No attempt should be made to disconnect the speaker. To do so will immediately register a red light in our control room. Our ultra-modern snack bar is now open and ready to serve you. How about fresh fillets of fish with chips and salad? Tender steak with eggs, chips and salad. A big cup of hot chips or fish and chips. Thick, crunchy hamburger. Giant-size hot dogs laced with sauce or mustard. Banana fritters with rich, full cream. Steaming hot coffee. Icy orange or lemon drink. Smooth, creamy ice cream. And a great range of sweets and chocolates. Our snack bar is open for service. One final word. Before leaving, replace the speaker on its stand, then drive forward and move to your left. You must never reverse out of your position. Thanks, everyone. We trust you have a very pleasant evening.
Greetings, good evening, welcome to the Madhouse. I'm Master Seth, the Master of Ceremonies. With me is Mistress Dandeli, the Queen of Creep. Tonight's episode of Movies from the Madhouse is a... we gotta say it. Georges Méliès Devil Double Feature. Georges Méliès Devil Double Feature.
Devil Double Feature.
Devil Double Feature.
Say that 3 times fast.
Devil Double Feature.
This is another one of our quiet quickies, only these are so short that we decided to do a double feature.
Georges Méliès. Georges Méliès. We had to Google that to figure out how to pronounce it.
I was close.
Super early shit. This is like the beginnings of cinema. French guy.
Probably know him from what, A Trip to the Moon?
A Trip to the Moon is the big one. That's the one that Smashing Pumpkins ripped off for that video they did. We'd show it here, but Billy Corgan would come after us. Shining bald head beating against the door.
That might be fun. I'd love it. Bring it.
You got a thing for Billy Corgan?
No. No. I'm sorry, Billy Corgan. No.
With hair or without hair?
No.
How do you think about him in the night?
I don't. My secret boyfriend's dead. So.
Yes. I don't think we'll even mention who that is because
No.
because
it's a secret.
it's a secret.
That's right.
All right, double feature. Georges Méliès.
Melies.
Melies? Yes. We said Méliès until today when we Googled it.
That's right.
And then I remembered, and then I said it on the television, on your local station, and then I forgot.
But here it is.
So anyway, we're gonna watch The Devil and the Statue, and then we're gonna watch The Devil in Prison.
The Devil in Prison.
Hence, the Georges Méliès double feature.
That's right.
All right, so fuck it. Let's just get started. Let's watch this. They're tiny little things. They're tiny little things.
Super short.
You might hear a double feature. I ain't got time for this.
You
shit.
have time for this.
This is a few minutes long. You can watch. I'll tell you what. Since there's two halves, you can watch the first one on your first smoke break at work, and you can watch the second one on your second smoke break at work.
If
If you pause it, it'll stay there. It'll pick up right where you
We'll
left
still
off.
be
I
there,
know.
Waiting.
I know how YouTube works. I watch that shit all the time. I'm not smarter for it, but I do it.
Hey, sometimes.
I mean,
Learn
here
a
you
lot.
are, and you're not getting any smarter. But you will. Watching classic, one-of-a-kind cinema. Georges Méliès. The Devil and the Statue. All right, fuck it. Let's go. Let's just do it. Love is grand, but you must be careful when in love. For one moment, you could be listening to the sweet sounds of your lute-playing lover outside of your window. And the next moment, you blow a kiss, and up jump the devil.
Out of nowhere.
Up jump the devil.
He's wild.
He's gonna put bars on your fucking windows so that your lute-playing lover cannot get in.
That's right.
He's gonna grow big while he dances at you like some frat boy that's been doing Molly all day at Coachella.
It's the best dance ever. It's way better than that. That was like the best Satan dance ever.
But if you played your cards right and you laid your teeth under your pillow, then the lady in white will come with her big ass feather and make him shrink back into nothing.
She had some super white witchcraft going on. I mean, she shrunk that devil right down. It's gone.
And she can also use her big ass feather to make the bars go away, so your lute playing lover can come on in. Was it a lute? Was it a ukulele?
I don't think it was a ukulele.
You know, actually, the way to pronounce ukulele is ukulele.
Ukulele.
Uku.
Uku.
Ukulele.
Ukulele.
I learned that in Hawaii one time.
They're a fun instrument.
Another thing I learned in Hawaii was that they have interstates.
Even though.
Think about that.
I know.
There's a punchline, we don't even need to say it. People just think about it.
That's right.
It's like that one, flat earthers have societies around the globe.
Oh, yes. Around the globe.
It's like that. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so the devil in the statue. Georges Melies.
Yes.
God damn, that guy's
Fantastic.
important. That guy's super important.
He's made over almost 200 films.
Almost 200 movies.
And his
Almost
stuff,
200 movies.
I mean, this came out long before the last quickie that we showed you, which was Edison.
Edison's Frankenstein, 1910. If you haven't seen it, what the fuck are you doing with your life? You should have watched it.
I know you should. That's our first quickie that we did, and I love that movie. It was great, and I'm very grateful to Edison for a few.
Well, it
things,
was better than this, and it's better than the next movie we're gonna watch.
But
But these are great fun.
They are great fun, and they came long before the Edison movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I
He's the guy that movie Hugo was made about. That Scorsese flick.
yes.
Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
The least Scorsese flick of all the Scorsese flicks.
That was a good movie. I liked it.
It was a good movie.
Good family film.
Uh,
It was.
I don't know. I'd like my kids to learn more about the real side of life. We watch Taxi Driver.
No, we don't. Don't listen to him. We don't. Not with our 10-year-old.
Calmer than you are.
Sorry.
Calmer than you are.
Although he's seen a lot of horror movies that he probably shouldn't have seen. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies and a whole bunch of other things. So.
Well, there's a whole discussion to be had about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, maybe this episode isn't such a quickie after all. Children in horror films. Of course, in pop culture studies, what is the proper age to show your kids horror films?
Well, I think it's a personal choice.
It's not only a personal choice, you have to be very receptive to the child and what the child can deal with and what the child chooses and not chooses to emulate and all of these sorts of things. Different children have different barricades between what is fantasy and what is reality. There's a sliding scale, and it changes as one gets older.
Yeah. I mean, but there are definitely things that, you know, I don't know. Getting into this is kind of a sticky thing because it is a very personal thing, and yet, you know, we all have our judgments, and I mean, I try not to be judgmental, and my kid has seen a ton of horror because we are who we are, but there are definitely things that I'm like,
well,
no, that's not for a little kid.
I think we're all in agreement. The kids don't need to watch I Spit on Your Grave. I think we're all in agreement on that.
Well, I would hope so.
I don't think most people need to watch I Spit on Your Grave. I know, it's a big classic. It's a cult classic. Yeah, I was infatuated with the box as a kid before I finally rented it. All that whole, she burned and cut 24 men or whatever the shit, but no jury would ever convict her. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you watch it. It's 40 minutes of rape and 20 minutes of revenge. You know, whatever. If that's your thing, cool. You know, I mean, I know it's all fake. I'm not offended by it. But,
well, there's a difference.
But it's nothing a kid needs to watch, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's what I say. It's a personal thing, you know. And you're right. Like there are kids that they're little kids.
It's a personal thing to a point, you know. A Nightmare on Elm Street is one thing. A Nightmare on Elm Street is one thing.
There would be plenty of people that would think that we were horrible for letting our child see that.
Yes, those
You
people
know.
haven't seen I Spit on Your Grave.
No. Anyway, so
Yeah. Fuck, shit.
where'd we go? We just went off on some crazy, wild tangent there.
Okay, George Melies, time for part 2. George Melies double feature. The next one is The Devil in Prison. It's basically a magic show,
Well,
but it's
don't tell
super fun. Well, it starts off that way. I'm not ruining anything.
It does.
That's like saying, did you know Stand By Me was about 4 boys? It's like, oh fuck, you ruined the goddamn movie. Alright, okay. Devil level feature.
Be right back. god. So fun.
So that was a goddamn tour de force in goddamn special effects. And just special effects through editing.
It was magical.
It was fucking great. Yeah, it's like, okay, so if you're like going to your community college, right? 22 years old, you're going to community college, you're taking film. The community college has one film class. The rest of the media department is taken over by video production. You're actually required to take these classes if you want to fucking major in the fucking film classes. You know? Yeah. And so there's like two cameras. There's two cameras through the department for film, right? So you got to rent these cameras. You got to take them out for like 2-3 days at a time and make your goddamn project. You know? I did them. Maybe I'll figure out a way to transfer them. Maybe we'll just do a Madhouse episode of those two movies. There was actually 3, but one never got transferred to video because the projector tore it apart because the edits were too quick and the projectors didn't like tape, and the community college wouldn't buy new projectors because film was dead, they decided.
So you got to learn how to edit real film.
That's true. Editing was one of my favorite pieces. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, 1992, you're learning to edit film. You're taking pieces of film and you're cutting them. You're cutting them. And then you're taping them together. It's a real nice tape. But still, it sounds archaic. You know, today it sounds archaic. You know? Caveman shit. You know?
Not like 1907. Or maybe just like 1907.
Maybe.
I think that's how they did it.
I know that's how they did it.
They snipped it and then just taped that shit together.
I don't know that's how they. I believe that's how they did it. I didn't pay very good attention in class. But I think that's how they did it. But I edited a bunch of film, and it's really, really fun, and it's really, really hard. And that fucking movie looked like it was the hardest movie to edit and the funnest movie to edit. You know, I'm basically recreating like magician illusionist effects.
So
you
great.
know, through the editing process.
What a way
it was fucking beautiful. It was fucking awesome.
And so fun. So much fun. Oh my god, I felt like a little kid the whole time I was watching it. I was just like, yay! I loved it.
You talked me into this one.
I know. Satan in prison.
We started watching it a little while ago, and I was like, I don't care about this. I don't want to watch this.
I was like, but wait.
But no, by the end of it, I was like, that's a goddamn masterpiece. That is fucking beautiful.
I love it. I was like actually amazed at so many things that happened. What he pulled out of what, and how he created certain things, and how he just like pulled out the clothes, and his lovely Satan's bride just appeared. And she was so lovely, and they were having so much fun together. They seemed to be getting along just splendidly. And then all of a sudden it was like, you know, the guard came in and wow.
Yeah.
He just picked her.
They picked everything up.
And she was gone, and I was just like, oh my god. That was really, really fun. And he escaped.
That was fun.
Because he's Satan.
That was super goddamn fun.
Can't keep Satan in prison.
George Melies. 1907.
No, that was awesome. Long before Edison did Frankenstein. And
well, 3 years.
You know, I learned some things about Edison recently after watching that film. And things we learned after that Quiet Cookie. I learned that yes, he indeed had a movie studio, and like the first movie studio, but he also completely tried to own and monopolize film and was a complete asshole, and also electrocuted a fucking elephant, which is not okay, and many other animals from what I hear is and you know, I don't know, that just blew my mind in half. And then to find out that he tried to monopolize film on top of it all, and that's why 3 of those huge filmmakers moved to LA and started the 3 first big studios.
I hope that elephant's mom is not Dumbo's mom.
Oh, that's the saddest movie. That's awful.
Dumbo's mom was crazy as shit. She stones the fuck out of people.
You stop it. She was just protecting her baby. Don't you talk no shit
I didn't
about
say she
Dumbo's
wasn't.
mom.
I didn't say she wasn't protecting her baby. I didn't say anything of the sort.
She wasn't crazy. She was
Did I
just
say
being-
one thing that was a lie?
You said that she was crazy as shit, and I don't think she was crazy. I think
Oh, really? Really?
she was honestly just protecting her baby.
Because when someone's
she was
threatening
very
your baby,
level-headed.
don't you go a little crazy as shit?
No, I'm just very protective. I don't think it's crazy.
Really?
I think it's being highly protective over your baby.
No, I think you're thinking. I think you're thinking the opposite way of me. If you don't think you're going crazy as shit when somebody threatens your baby, then up your fucking game. You gotta go
All right, I get what
crazy
you're
as
saying.
shit when people are threatening your baby.
She did. You're
That's
right.
the one time you're allowed to get crazy as shit.
Yeah, only she got put away. It was really sad.
Are you still here?
Oh, hello. I hope you enjoyed this. It was so much fun.
This was fun. You enjoyed hanging out with us.
our Georges Melies
Georges Melies.
double feature.
Oh, we suck at this.
No,
Georges Melies double feature.
no. It's
Georges
fun.
Melies double.
You say it. You'll have fun with it too.
If you try, you'll have fun with it all night. Just keep trying to say it. And if you say it 2 times in a row, try for 3.
Georges Melies double.
It's time for us to get back in our straitjackets. Good night from the Madhouse. We'll see you in your nightmares.
Next time we might be out
Oh, right,
on the road.
next time.
Yeah.
The next
Yeah.
episode is either going to be the greatest episode of Movies from the Madhouse ever, or it's going to be a fucking stupid train wreck. So we'll see.
But either way,
We'll see.
it should be interesting.
But I promise you that either way, we're gonna watch one of the greatest films ever made. My personal favorite film. And
And we have exciting surprises for you.
yep, surprises,
We're gonna leave
special
the
guests.
Madhouse.
Unless it's a train wreck. Like I said, it might not work out.
That's all right. We're trying new things.
I mean, because I don't want to shoot this segment twice, so if it doesn't turn out, then all of a sudden we're like, that footage doesn't work. I don't want to shoot one in case our shit doesn't work out.
Whatever. It's totally gonna be fine. We're gonna
Okay,
rock
fuck
that
it.
Shit.
Good night.
Good night.
When